great game on this Leshrac. We've seen those so many times during the course of this year in the North American First Division DPC. And Moo's going to walk into a Rude Awakening, but luckily it's a Terrorblade in the front, so that slow is not going to be enough for them to actually catch and go for First Blood off of the Night Stalker.
Definitely not. And Moo has went Boots of Speed. First item. So essentially forfeiting the lane.
Okay.
So Terrorblade's going to free farm. I mean, he's laning versus Undying, right? So the rationale is just run away from Undying. Which is fine. That's a fine thing to do. I don't mind that approach. But it is going to give TB free farm, which I don't think you could have stopped anyway. It's a TB Undying lane, and here's just a Night Stalker. What the hell are you going to do against that? Not much. As he is postured pretty aggressively here, trying to steal the enemy bounty with that night vision and Boots of Speed.
Also another potential skirmish in the bottom half of the map. K1 is an Illuminate. Nine's got to be careful here. That's a big nuke. He will be able to dodge it. Does get hit by Gunner, Split, or Stun. And Dutcho walks away with that bounty rune, and one left. Which bounty is actually... Wait, did they... No, never mind. They were all...
Got it now.
I just saw three of my logs, so I was like, why is there a bounty on my mini-maps? It's like, there's no bounty there. Just a UI bug.
And Moo just walked up and stole the bounty from Slawi, and that is one of the unfortunate things of Dota. When Moo sitting at 10 ping and Slawi at 100 plus, no matter how you do it, whoever has the least amount of ping will always win the rune fights.
Yeah.
It's the reality of life. But Moo's probably going to try and drag the wave here. Do what he can. I imagine Laylis will get a lot of farm in this lane, or Moo is just going to mainly look for EXP. But Slawi is actually going to drag this and get at least a range creep deny here. Very good. That's actually a big deal.
There's a lot of creeps, and if I've seen this happen before, they might just reunite themselves in the mid lane. But Moo is going to take a turn towards the old triangle.
Slawi, he's going to try pulling. Oh, he grabbed the wave back here. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I do know what's going on top lane, but like this isn't good for Moo. That's the only thing I do know. But he's getting experience.
Has to pop the fairy fire as Lund was diving him under the tower. Just get hit by the stun.
Who's in trouble?
Oh, he's actually very close to Gunner. Get more punches in. High ground miss though.
Okay. A lot of trading here.
At least you have Gunner pump faking Split Earth, and Lund has to use a Slate of Fist very carefully. Like those are the two things. Like it's a long cast point, but if you're able to bait out Slate, you have at least a little bit of an advantage on the side of Gunner. Otherwise, Lund can always dictate when to dodge.
Yeah, we see this in mid lane all the time, where they'll just get really low on the first wave, and all of a sudden the bottles come out, and no one gets low ever again. The nature of mid lane.
This is the classic. No kills so far. K1 also getting himself a quick Band of Elven Skin. He's only got a full magic wand and a quelling blade on this Naga Siren. Don't get to see a full magic wand right away, but you're up against a Rubik and a Dawn. They do love to use their abilities a lot.
Yeah, I think whenever you're against a lineup that has, or a lane rather, that has 4 abilities they can cast in a lane, getting a wand is almost a necessity. And the Hector Naga. I mean, it is a hero that can farm fast. It's not a hero that he's particularly known for, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
He generally really likes his big strength, tanky, fast farming heroes. That's like when I think of Hector. But I know he's been branching out. I know he's not really limited to those heroes, but I have not personally seen a ton of his Naga, so a little excited to see what it can provide here. It is quite a good game.
The fun thing for me, like always seeing Hector in a game, is Hector is a very known artist in Finland.
An artist?
Yeah, like a music.
Oh, Moo!
Well, the true musician, John, with the help of Slowy, get the first blood Moo, getting surprised off guard with the tombstone placed down.
Yeah, and guess what? Moo used a TP to try and get out of that, so he's going to have to walk back. Meanwhile, Chon is going to pull the big camp and deny the next wave. So you talked about how Moo's lane was bad for him. It is now disastrous. He is not having a lane whatsoever here.
Yeah, Brown Boots, 8 CS, missing out on a entire wave. 2 levels behind the Terrorblade. Well, 1.5 levels behind the Terrorblade. Things are not looking too shiny. And we got a replay of that too. So this is how it unfolds. Tombstone down. Tries to instant TP out, but just too much damage. He is not exactly the highest HP hero with just boots speed, so even a singular decay hurts a lot.
Especially being a strength hero.
Dawnbreaker gonna get hit by the blood grenade, but Hector, his damage is limited. Nye also just TP's back. Shrek leading the Ember Spirit in mid, but just a couple CS, a couple more to Nyes.
Yamsun bot lane.
Oh, Yamsun.
Did you go too far?
Dutcho, which one went too far?
Okay.
It's going to be Yamsun to drop first. Sorry, Dutcho does drop first, but Yamsun also falls as 9. Does get the snipe.
And those are things that Hector's really thankful for, because this lane is going fine for them. However, they didn't need to go for this Venge kill. They really didn't. And he kind of just suicided to kill a Venge. And of course, if you're getting solo EXP as a Naga, getting accelerating to more levels, and more levels on Naga means more farm. This is the type of hero that just needs levels to get farm. And he's playing on Radiant, which is ideal scenario too, because you have these 2 camps here, and more than anything, you get the mana regen from the other camps down there, and that's exactly what Naga needs. So this should be a very farm Naga, and this is what we like to see from Hector.
6-minute rune, gonna go for Gunner. It's gonna be an illusion rune, so no big rotational ability. Haste, no DD, no arcane. Would help out pressure off of the sidelines. Side lanes even. Yamsun and K1, they want to punish the Dawnbreaker, knowing that this Rubik's been missing for a while, so he does get a couple punches in onto the Dawn.
Yep.
Not really anything kill-worthy. Meanwhile, kill-worthy in the top lane, we've got Gunner rotating onto Terribly. We actually talked about he doesn't have that action rune or the power rune to make a good rotation, but it doesn't matter. Disco Pony in, and Moo gets the kill on Slowy. There goes your Terribly.
Get some with the tip too. Good rotation from Gunner there. Much needed kill. Keep him down. And Gunner's net worth is taken off here. With that good laning stage in the mid lane. We'll see who gets the 8-minute rune. But more than anything, it's gonna. What can you do to the Snaga?
Radiant's middle tower under attack.
Oh, well, the Snaga might be able to kill you.
Ooh, good stun from Yamsun timing, but there we go. 9 counters with another stun.
Yeah, 9 with the Fade Bolt there, clearing those illusions before they could proc just 1 or 2 more times and actually end up getting the kill there. So very nice, very nice. Nice save at least.
Now Yamsun rotating to top. Walk straight to the portal. Moo,
Jan is here,
Lelis. John is in the trees. Slawi playing from behind the tower. And that bench has been spotted and scouted out. TP's still on a good pace. Just getting bullied by Moo a little bit here. 3 points in Void. That 240 damage does hurt. Can only cast it 3 times until his mana pool is empty, though, so can't just go around wasting him.
Well, he's got a coddle.
Oh, he's got a coddle. That is true. So
That'll
technically isn't a waste.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Also like what John is doing with his item skill build on this Undying. He's skipping out on Soul Rip. More worried about the decay. Getting that extra damage. It is very handy in this lane.
He's saving a point. He doesn't know what to get yet.
Maybe the panic heal. Who knows?
I think it's a good idea. Maybe at level 5. Put another point in Tombstone.
Yeah.
or whatever you want, depending. I mean, probably Decay, actually.
Could be just Decay, Tombstone, yeah. Slawi, I'm starting to wonder if this keeps up with Moo constantly harassing him, does he just need to go for level 7 or level 8 Sunder? But it's not optimal.
I mean, he has a couple choices. Either leave the lane, which would be totally on the corner of the map. And Ember's going in as Naga dies on bot.
Naga dies on bot. Oh, that's big, but they might get another one with
Moo's
Moo
dead
falling
too.
to Lund. And Sean, he might be dropping to Gunner, trying to stand his ground, trying to keep the Leshrac busy for as long as possible. But Hector dying, that's the big one.
That is.
9 and Dutcho just finding a freebie, pretty much.
I mean, everyone getting just kills in general on cores is really big for tanking Gómez here. As their lineup, they need to be able to slow down this Naga, for sure. And if they can slow down Naga, then they'll slow down the Rat. And the more time they have, and especially if they want to... Alright, Ducho just gonna miss that. The more time they have to like play this map, the better their chances are going to be. And I think to deal with this Naga, Ducho needs to be farmed. That's why they picked this Dawn, right? It's kind of like one of their Naga answers. Because TB's not doing it. Ember's pretty okay, and their supports are terrible.
Well, Yamsen scouted out. The lift isn't quite long enough in distance to throw Yamsen onto the cliff, but they still got the burst. And Chan, level 3 Decay for the kill.
And he is committed to the Tombstone, so no Soul Rip.
Yep, no Soul Rip at all. Probably not getting too much help out of the Terrorblade illusions just quite yet, so maxing out on the Decays.
I mean, it's also a farming tool. You can literally just farm creep waves with 2 Decays.
That's what I love about it. I remember when I talked about it with Celery, this was probably 1.5 or maybe 2 years ago, times before Gaming Gladiators was actually a thing, when the Decay buff came out with how good it is for clearing waves. Like, this is your +5 that can actually farm.
Was that 2 years ago?
Probably 1.5 years ago or something like that. But it was definitely before Gaming Gladiators. I still played with Team Tickles.
It's more than
Or that
1.5
Viking
years
GG.
ago, then I think. That's pretty crazy, actually.
But it was a long time ago. Nevertheless, the Decay buff was huge.
Yeah, I mean, not that he played with a different team, or it's like I feel like this Decay buff has been in the game for so long, or not that long, sorry, pretty recent, but it's actually been so long. This year's just flied, man. It's gone by so fast.
As they've got rid of this tier 1 tower in mid. I'd love to see a Terrorblade farming this deep with your team behind you, 11 minutes in, and a Midas in your inventory.
Yeah.
This is probably, I have to say, this is the first time I've seen a Midas TB. Not gonna lie. I've played a lot of TB. I've seen a lot of TBs. I've yet to see a Midas TB.
I've made Midas on TP before.
Well, then I haven't cast your
not
game.
something... I mean, not in competitive, I haven't, but in pubs.
Yeah.
And it's only stayed in my pubs. It's the Midas TB comes out when I'm, not doing so well in the lane.
What I was saying is
for a while.
What I was saying, when you were a pro, I was a scrub. Now I'm still a scrub.
True. I'm trying to equal that out now.
No need. But it's
All I'm doing is coming down more to your level. Don't worry.
But the thing is, like, seeing a Midas on a TB, maybe it's the thing of this meta. I mean, I've defended this item for right-clickers who benefit from the attack speed. Not even about the bonus gold. It's a great attack speed item. That's a huge buff. It's been on it for a while now, but now getting that extra charge while you spend time dead, like, if you're a guy who just dies a lot, then you get benefit out of it, but that's pretty much the change to it.
I'm pretty sure Ramses is building.
Oh, they got the Naga. Oh.
Wow. Okay. Again. But yeah, back to Midas TV real quick. Ramses has been doing this, I remember.
Oh, all right. Well, I haven't seen that one happen then.
Yeah.
Missed out. Still, Hector dropping for a second time with a pretty easy catch. That was an invis gank, basically. Moo has to pop the Dark Ascension as Dutcho was giving him a hard time. John gonna get swapped up by Janssen. Undying's gonna be the one to fall first, and
Where'd he
Dawnbreaker
go?
goes back in.
Oh, he went
He
in?
went back in. Yeah, he went in. Not
I thought it was like,
go.
peace out, I'm farming mid or something, but no, he tried saving us Undying. Never save your pos 5.
Never save your support.
Never.
Radiant's
Let him die.
tower is under attack. Dire's top
You're
tower
not a
is
true
under
core
attack.
player if you try to save him. It could be that he just misclicked into the wrong place,
I don't think so.
but it also was like the Undying just died.
It's like,
and then he
we can
cancels
turn,
it for me.
guys.
Or an Undying, you can help me out, kill these guys.
He saw like game 1, you know how they were trying to kill the Venge, but the Dawn plus Phoenix kept him alive. Overestimated his heals just a little bit there, but that is an opening. And he's going at BKB, first item on Ducho. We saw Mu play this hero. Different idea. Echo Saber into
Oh,
that
Naga
one.
found once again. Lund is not giving any time for
No.
Hector to recover. And Janssen throws out the stun. Here comes Mu to help him out as well. The silence is there, but Lund, he's got that haste rune, able to walk away. But Hector, he's being constantly reminded about the threat that lurks in their jungle. That is Lund.
Radiant's bottom
He's
tower
an issue, as meta is available here for the Terrorblade.
Oh, darkness.
And Mu is feeding his courier. Okay.
Oh, Gunner.
Are they going to catch him?
Nasty
He's
punches. They
dead.
got him. Well,
Nouns are crumbling.
nouns are really crumbling under pressure here because Sand King Gómez, I don't know what kind of high they got from that game number 2, but it is, we can see it. We can literally see it. They've got this driving force going on right now.
Most definitely do.
Got to come up with something and quick because I don't think it was really in anybody's predictions for the North American qualifiers to put nouns into the lower bracket after the first day.
I mean, everyone thought they'd win it all. Like, if you just look at it, they've been second or third seed and throughout the entire tour. Losing to a Division 2 team is definitely not something anyone particularly would expect. As Terrorblade is going in for the Dragon. He's actually going for a lot of small items on this TB. I don't think they particularly matter that much because he is farming. He is not necessarily needed.
Radiant's top tower
These couple kills that they have got on Hector have been absolutely massive, as he's a 16-minute Manta, which is not bad, but it's definitely not good either.
Yeah, he's 2K
Normally-
behind the TV, but they're going to be taking the fight to the mid lane. Rubik going to be caught instantly as the first one. Now Lund is going to be the next target. Nouns, they got to win this fight. They really need to. Dawnbreaker coming in to save the day. Lund getting a bit of extra healing. Is it going to be enough? He's going to be able to get the shift, but not the jump away. And Gunner going to be targeted. Dutcho with his BKB hammering away. Gunner to fall. Will get a kill for themselves. Janssen going to be cleaning out Sean as well. 3 heroes down. And now down to Slawi and Dutcho. But Dutcho's going to be low on HP. Mu going to be going out for another round 2. Got the vessel on top of him. Dutcho still trying to fight for his life, but he's going to drop. Mu's going to take him away. And Slawi forced out from this one. That's 4 kills. At the cost of Gunner's Lesh. Can they still get the tower? Oh, here comes Hector. They're not done yet.
All right, that's exactly
9
what they
dice
needed.
twice.
That's what, 5 kills for them, just like that? Good rotation there. I think Boo, with that Vessel, getting out into that fight. With the Dark Ascension, exactly what they needed. They locked down that Ember. He even had a shield rune, by the way, during that fight, and still, they were able to burn through it and kill him. Really decisive fight there. As you can see, Lund, he now has a BKB queued up, realizing this Night Stalker silence. This is why they picked this hero, to lock down Lund.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have a BKB, it's gonna work.
And as you were talking about how far the Naga Siren was, the 16-minute Manta style, 7.6k net worth, he's now 9k after that fight. He basically got like 1,500 extra gold from a comeback, small comeback. You can say comeback in a bit because there was a lot of gold going their way and Hector being a part of that fight for a very long time. Also a kill for himself out of Nine's Rubik.
Dire's middle tower is under
Not that far
Definitely
behind the
quite
TV
good.
anymore.
And the TB even came to that fight too, right? To join. So he stopped farming just to retreat, essentially.
But at least the fighting spirit from Nouns is not gone. That was a
Definitely not.
great execution, good initiation, fast tempo. Kind of caught SKG off guard as well. Dawnbreaker trying to save Lund with that Solar Guardian. Lund really isn't the tankiest, even with that 1600 HP, 11 armor. A lot of magical damage.
How often is this going to work, though? Against once the BKBs are online.
I like this idea. Dutcho just reveals himself in the top lane, throwing in the hammer. He's got no way to escape if Yamsen catches him. Do they have the movement speed? Moo on
Moo
the
has
front.
the movement speed for sure.
He's got the moves for sure. No, can't TP out of Yamsen's hands. Brought back in, stunned under the tower as his BKB runs out, and a kill for him. He would have been maybe safe if he just kept running. The moment he pops his TP is the moment he sealed his life.
Yeah, actually, you could be right. I'm not entirely sure. But there's definitely a... Oh, they got lunge, too.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Like, what you're noticing what Moo is doing at nighttime is he's silencing, right? Using his void. And then as the silence is running out, he's popping his ulti, which refreshes the fear. So you have a double silence to deal
Double
with.
silence, yeah.
I mean, I thought about the daytime, right? Like, oh, during daytime you pop your ulti, right? And it's underwhelming. But at nighttime when you pop your ulti, you get very long duration spells.
Daywalker, Night Stalker, as he likes to say. It's definitely working out now.
Definitely stalking, but now he's going to be walking. And what can Sankin Gómez do during this time frame?
Well, they better be talking.
Oh, let's hope so. Talking while he's stalking.
20 minutes.
And,
pretty much the... I'm going to stop right there. 20 minutes. Pretty much the early game in the books now. And Nouns, they were in a very rough situation, but now it's very different. So it seems that in a time span of 3 to 4 minutes, a game can be completely different. So at least it's entertaining to a sense. The Nouns isn't here just to, you know, stick around and chill and, okay, guys, I don't know, this game is kind of rough. Then you got Moo going all the way, like, shut the fuck up, we're playing TI qualies, let's go! And he's just motivating the squad. But I also want to see Sankin Gómez still not feel demoralized after that, because that high they had from game 2, now those couple setbacks might hurt them a bit, but I still want to see them make this game 3 really damn good, because if they could beat Nouns, holy damn, it would feel great to be an SKG fan or an SKG player if they're able to do that.
And the game is still very close. Like, Night Stalker can't get to Roche. They're going to do Roche. He has 18 seconds. We can count down that timer if we want. Will Roche survive that? It might. Okay, we got the meta popped here. BKB is online for Lund. And Lund should probably stop tanking Roche if I were him, because he's getting a bit low.
Be tight. I think they're going to get Roche just in time. 1,000 HP. Moo is getting closer and closer with that smoke. Come on, guys. Can they get it? Yes, they can. But can Nouns now respond Slavi in the pit? They forgot the Aegis. Lund had to jump back in.
And what do you do now?
TP. He's got no TP right now. Terribly. He's in trouble. Gets kicked slow, but the blood grenade. Moo going into the back line, finding himself the Rubik. And Slavi, he needs some help. Lund's going to be there to provide it, but this is not enough for a TP to Sunder. No Sunder for him. 2 heroes down. And do they have the damage to fight back? Doesn't look too healthy for them. 3 heroes gone. And the song. Ember has no TP. Dawnbreaker has no TP. Their fates are sealed. No Remnant, no nothing. Seal the deal with the team wipe as Lund will drop, and Nouns might have lost to Roche, but they took everything from Sankin Gómez.
I believe that was really well played by Nouns. I think Moo getting that vision, immediately killing the Rubik right away with that vision. He also has the vampire things, which gives extra night vision, so he sees everything at nighttime and more. But watch him move. He just gets here, assassinates the Rubik almost right away. Well, he baits out the Dawnbreaker, and I think actually that was the biggest issue with this game. The Dawnbreaker didn't save the TB. He tried to save the Rubik instead. What did we talk about before? Don't save your supports. Let them die. You really need to keep this TB alive. If Dawn would have used that ultimate on the Terrorblade, there is a high probability that TB would have got that Sunder off. Almost a guaranteed, I would say. And that could have changed that fight entirely.
It could have
But
given
either
them a
way-
fighting chance at least.
Under attack.
Oh, most definitely. And either way, goodbye Moo to force that decision making, because Dota is oftentimes a game where you force mistakes on your opponents by your own actions. And Moo's actions there to put the Dawnbreaker in that situation was really just really good. He found the Rubik, he knew what he needed to do, got a bonus, and getting the Dawnbreaker ulti on top of it. They perfectly chain stunned the Terrorblade, and just like that, 10k advantage, and Aegis down.
Now you're playing from a pretty sizable deficit. Oh boy, the probability graphs are not giving a good sign for Sand King Gómez, but this Terrorblade, there's still a big power to be harnessed. But there's also a stage of a game where it can feel that it's far too behind. They've caught the Ember already. Hector getting himself one. Dutcho trying to make a run for it. He's got a 6-second BKB that he has to use right now if he wants to at least try to live. Swap back from Yamsen, and that is the sealed life
Dire's middle tower is under
of the Dawnbreakers.
Sand King
2 more kills
Gómez is
for
falling
Nouns.
apart.
It is.
Nouns,
It's-
playing with confidence now, realizing the last 2 fights they had were not even close. They just destroyed them. And now, full confidence, nighttime available, Dark Ascension available.
Dire's middle tower.
Moo on his Night Stalker has been very scary.
And it all changed 9 minutes ago when you mentioned Naga and the 16-minute Manta.
Is under attack.
Yep.
Since then, it's been one side only.
Heart online, Bloodthorn right around the corner. And at this point, you don't have enough farm on Ducho or Lund to deal with this. And TB is just not a hero that really deals with this.
Oh, they've spotted them. They saw the sparks coming out from the Tormentor. Something's happening here. Chaw's got to be dropping Moo very low on HP, trying to make a run for it. And the song to set up, or at least try to disengage. Lund, can he catch anyone? He's got chains in 1 second. Looks like they're just going to take the Tormentor, which Nouns were working on at first. They fended away the aggressors. It does come at a cost of their Undying losing his life.
It's something. I think losing that would have been even more insult to injury there for sure. So I'm glad they were able to pick that one up. They did use meta for it though. And with meta being down, that's going to leave quite the opening.
Oh.
But I think if you're Nouns, you don't really need to do much right now. Because if you look at the positioning of Sand King Gómez, they're already kind of chilling in their base. You've got a Naga, you could just farm everything, wait for next Roche. We talked about before in the draft, they don't really have the best high ground type of lineup. What they want to do here is they want to just choke them out, keep them inside their base. 9 had swap stolen. Uses it that way. I mean, actually, you might have died on Ember. He had no BKB available.
It's definitely been a game now for Nouns where they don't need to do that much heavy lifting compared to where the situation was
Radiant's bottom
at the
tower
15-minute
is
mark.
under attack.
You need to force unnecessary moves. As you can see, they're still poking, but they're not just rushing straight under the tier 2 tower. They're fighting outside of it. Chan gone. Yamsen might be following. There's Dutcho does get the Starbreaker. Nice 2-man stun from Gunner. Hector coming in from the side. The surprise attack from the Naga Siren. The silences are there, but the BKB jump away from Lund.
Oh, 9. He didn't go up high ground.
9. Oh, he's in a world of hurt.
This Night Stalker has literally been the nightmare of this Rubik.
Dire's top tower
And he even
is under
pings it. Night Stalker's missing, guys. He needs help. He's got a Force Staff, but it's not going to be enough. There's no item he can really buy to save him from this very scary Night Stalker that's always going to be on top of him here.
Yeah.
They're going to have to find an opportunity to win a team fight.
Whether it was Moo or somebody else on the team who gave that pep talk that we got to start winning this game, it's definitely worked.
And all started with that mid-rotation where they got 5 kills.
under attack.
Sometimes it's just that easy. Just get 5 kills.
Well, it's all about making
But that's
a move,
exactly
right?
what it was.
Instead of
That's
chilling.
exactly what it was. Yeah. Moo gonna get caught here. Slowy. Dutcho. Lund. Oh, he's got a lot of movement speed though. Just forces out his 8-second BKB. Teleports
Is
home.
under attack.
No risk.
Going for Manta style next on Moo. Okay, okay. Trying to get rid of chains without having to pop BKB. I guess reflection can be removed as well. Seems like an okay choice. Other options maybe like a blink dagger or something like that, just to get positioning better, but this one's definitely more of the luxury choice. And this poor Ember, man, he does not have the tools to deal with this Nog.
Oh, really? Yeah. This is one of those performances from Lund which I've rarely seen, especially like in the Division 2. Obviously, it's a tier, well, Division 1 team versus an ex-Division 2 who played Division 1 last tour, only got like a taste of what that level is. Some of these players have been playing for quite some time, but as a team, I want to note, Lund has had some phenomenal Ember Spirit games. He's had some really good ones where you can actually compare to like some of the top mid players, but it's not like super consistent, obviously, otherwise he would stay and be in Division 1 for a much longer time. But this is one of those games again where you're like, well, the skill gap, it's definitely there. Game 2, he had a good game, but this Game 3, it's nowhere close to it.
Yeah, man, they're just smoked as 5 in their triangle. They see Hector. This is real. But that sleep is also real, as he's just going to walk straight to his team without a care in the world, as he has a butterfly and a manta.
One's too far away.
Do what you will, this Naga is...
And they're going to turn around. Yamsen is going to be joining in the silence on the Rubik, and he's going to be caught in the river with that stun connecting onto 2. But will they be able to get these kills? Yamsen isolated, Tombstone placed down, completely surrounding this Vengeful Spirit from every direction, and it's taking such a long time. That's just the support that they finally got, but Dutcho going to be hammered by Gunnar. Slawi in the middle of the fight. Terrorblade needs to reposition, still has a BKB. Gunnar going to be on the chase. Hector going to be there as well. Nine going to be falling. Dutcho going to be the next target again, but the BKB at least from that Starbreaker allows him to get some damage out, but it's not going to be enough, and Slawi still being chased by Gunnar, but also at the river at the same time. Lund's going to be controlled. The silences are there. It's going to be pushed around and finally taken away, and now against Slawi battling against Gunnar. High ground miss after high ground miss, but finally gets Gunnar down. Tries to go for the teleport away as K1 will continue to hammer this TB. He's the only one who makes it out and the only one who gets something out of this fight, but everyone else is dead.
And that's what TB does. He's good against all 4 heroes and nouns, but there's one hero that he's not good against, and that's the Naga Siren of Hector. He can do nothing to Naga, absolutely nothing. The heroes that need to deal with this Naga are the Ember Spirit. They are the Dawnbreaker. But they just don't have enough farm to do it. Look at their net worths. They can't deal with this Naga, so therefore his teammates that need to pull the weight to deal with Naga just aren't having a game. And so Hector will continuously be a problem into these fights unless they can somehow isolate the real Naga, chain stun it, and look at your chain stun options. You have, what, Starbreaker and Lift? Those are your only stuns before he gets his BKB off, or not BKB, his song off. It's not easy. It's definitely really hard. So they gotta just turtle up a bit and get some items.
You mentioned the net worth. I'm looking at Lund's Ember Spirit, you know, the casual, the BKBs, the Maelstroms. I'm looking at Lelis, who just went past them in net worth, Octarine Core, Ultimate Orb, Force Staff, Glimmer Cape, and 2.5k HP on a goddamn Gandalf.
Gandalf is powerful, though.
Gandalf is definitely very powerful this game, but this Ember, not quite as much. Sinking Gómez, smoking up behind Slawi, but I feel like they've already seen this move happen. Roshan has also spawned, and just in the nick of time, but there's a Naga illusion for 6 seconds. Okay, Slavi just reveals himself, and they see the Roshan is also there. G's and H is to be taken, but for which team? Last time they got it, they lost their whole team. Nouns are coming in with speed with that smoke up. And Dutcho in the front. Slawi also been spotted. Out Metamorph. 10 more seconds is required. Hector diving straight in. Lund trying to buy some time. Gets the route out onto the left track. But the BKB popped. He's already moving away. Moo giving some vision with the Dark Ascension. Hector coming up the other side. They're all stuck. They're all being sandwiched on the edge of the earth. But can they get these kills on the side on Nouns? They've gotten 3. They're taking a 4th. And down to the Terrorblade. He's gone as well. Clean wipe with nobody dying. Flawless victory in that fight for Nouns. Just sandwiched into such a small area. What can you do?
Nothing really. This Naga just ran into 5 heroes, right? And they used everything on the Naga. They used everything they could. They used the Starbreaker, they used the Sleight of Fist, they used the Tombstone, Fade Bolt, and that was pretty much all they have for Naga right now. And Hector, he doesn't care. He just ran into 5 heroes knowing that he is super strong. You're going to see in a replay here. I specifically want to just watch what Hector's doing at some point here. He's in there. They're using everything on Hector. He's not taking any damage. No damage whatsoever. They killed his illusions, but his hero's still at like 90% health. The only damage they do in that fight is a Sunder on top of Gunner. And that's the best they can really muster out. This Naga has hit critical mass, and maybe they'll have a chance some point later against this Naga, but it's going to be a while. And I don't know if that's time they have, because they're living on borrowed time right now.
And that certainly is the case. This Gunner finishing them off one by one.
Hector is allowing them to stay in this game for a few minutes longer until he decides they have to leave.
Gunner into the base with his nihilism. Will take 0 hits from the fountain. Getting himself an Ultra, looking for the Rampage, but there's a BKB Dutcho he cannot kill with spells. And he might just take the Terror Blade. Might as well. Let's do it in fashion. 1 Rampage, 2 Rampage, and GG is called. He still wants to find Dutcho. He's like, I want all of you right now. Get over here. They found him. Can they get him before the Ancient destroyed? Hector finishes off the godlike spree. It's not a triple Rampage, but it's more than just the statement here. Nouns take the...